Hello everyone, welcome to Big D's place. I'm taking you on another little journey with me. I have another in-person on-site interview I'm going to. This one's a little further away than I would like, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I believe it's almost been well over 3 months since I lost my job. And it's starting to take its toll on me, truthfully. Starting to get a little anxious. You know, I'm getting a lot of calls for phone interviews. In fact, I got contacted me today for a phone interview for another company. So, I just hope something pans out. I'm going to a company now that's, supervisor of manufacturing. That's my niche. And hopefully they'll see fit with my experiences to bring me on so I can continue to be a productive member of society. Plus, I'll be able to afford to keep my home life going and pay the bills and all that jazz. Of all things that I have noticed, this experience has forcibly taught me patience. And I've always been a very patient person, but this has really been testing that. It really has. I know it's been hard with Sally D and myself trying to figure out what to do next, and I don't know what to do next. I've applied for every job within a 30-mile radius of my house. Hoping that I would get a nibble, like fishing. And you throw your bait out there and hopefully you catch a big fish. I'd even suggest, getting a smaller fish. You know what I mean? So hopefully the fish are biting today. What I've also decided to do is go outside my niche. About 1.5 million years ago, I used to drive for Scholastic Book Fairs, a delivery driver. And I enjoy driving. Drive around the tri-state area in a 26-foot box truck. I enjoyed the open road. So I applied for another driving position because I still kept my Class B CDL current. The only thing I'll have to do is get a physical, a DOT physical, Department of Transportation, and I'd be able to do that. So I have a phone interview in 2 days for that. So, oh boy. I do have 2 other jobs that I'm still in the running for. Oh, and by the way, the job that I went to for the on-site interview that took 3 hours with 6 different people, yeah, they decided to go with another candidate. That kind of leaves you disheartened a little bit. But it is what it is. I believe I didn't get that job because the good Lord didn't want me to work there. So hopefully he still sees fit on these next 3. I have 2 that I'm still in the running for. This is one of them now. Another long hauler, I guess you could call it. A long waiter. We'll call it a long waiter. Because I applied for them some time ago and it's been at least 2 months. And I finally got an on-site interview. Now, in their defense, I had interviewed for a different position with that company. And while I was talking to the operations manager during a video interview, that he seemed my skills would better fit a different position he had open. Now, the first position was a supervisory position, but it was on 3rd shift. This one here is for 2nd shift. And I like working 2nd shift. It leaves your mornings open to do whatever you need to do. I mean, I can go to a doctor appointment or take Sally to a doctor appointment, or get any special projects done in the morning, go to work in the afternoon, go home. It's a perfect shift for my work-life balance. You want to try to get that when you're looking for a job. A lot of places, they want you to work unruly hours at salary, which you don't get paid extra. When you work salary, you don't get paid overtime. But I have found lately that there are some companies out there. There is one that I'm still in the running for. It is a salaried position. Well, technically it's not. They pay you a decent wage, but they do pay you the overtime. One company, anytime you work over 45 hours for the week, you get. Okay, I'm not sure where this video cut off before, but I was driving and all of a sudden my phone didn't turn off, but I got a warning saying the phone was too hot to use. I have it up on my dashboard. It is pretty spicy today. It's 80 degrees out here, but I'm guessing the sun coming in through the dashboard was heating up my phone. So I cranked up the AC, put the phone by the vent, and now I'm back in business. So I have no idea where I left off before. But, oh, I remember now. Hey, the brain's working today. Yay. You're talking about salaried positions and getting paid overtime. I'll tell you one thing I will not do again with my past employer. I did everything I could to make sure everything was where it's supposed to be, that everything was fixed and running, to the point where I was working, seriously, I was working in a 2-week period. I should only be working about 85 to 90 hours a week. They say salary is obligated to work 45 hours a week. I was working almost 110, 115 hours a week, just making sure everything was where it was supposed to be. I ain't doing that anymore. I'm sorry. I am not doing that anymore. I will give my all to the company, but like I mentioned before, you have to have a proper life-work balance. And what I found myself doing in the past is having more work and less life.
In 0.2 miles, stay to the left.
But that's crazy. So another good thing about this job, if I do happen to get this job, it is really close to my chiropractor. In fact, I'll be driving right past this place. It'll work out really good because I can stop by his place on the way to work, since I'll be working second shift. Because, you know, when I come home, it'll probably be closer to the midnight hour, and I'm sure he won't be open. A lot of windy roads in Pittsburgh. One good thing about having a managerial or a supervision job is most companies have you benefits eligible the first day. Normally you have to wait your probationary period of 60 or 90 days or whatever it may be for that company. That's a good sign, because I definitely need to take care of Sally D and myself. All right, I got another interview under my belt, so to speak. This interview, it lasted about an hour, but it wasn't bad. 4 different people. Trying to be optimistic. They even gave me a tour of their facility today. Nice. Very nice. I like tours of facilities. It gives you a feeling of, you know, if you're going to work there, you know, you can feel the aura about the building and the other people who are working there. But it was a nice place, nice and clean. Looked like everybody there was happy for the most part. That's always a good plus. So hopefully, they told me within the next month they should have their decision. It's like, I understand why some companies take their time, because they do want to hire the best, you know, person to fulfill their positions, but I don't think it needs to take that long. It's been 2 months with this place since I originally applied for it. There was another one I had, it was 3 months. Oh man, it's not like next week, no, next month maybe. But it's craziness. But it is what it is. If it is to be, then it will be. So I'm heading home now. Got some more work I want to do around the house. I'm done with the application process for today. Like I mentioned before, set up some kind of schedule. You don't want to be behind that computer all day long because it will drive you completely crazy. And I need no help in being crazy. That's for sure. But to get home, do some more work in the yard, get ready for Matty Joe to come. It's finally stopped raining around here, so I can go outside and work in the yard. But I do have another phone interview with a truck driving company this Thursday. And before I left to come on this interview, I had another call for another phone interview coming up. So my options are starting to slow down a little bit, but at least they're still coming. And I figured I'd turn the camera around so you can enjoy the scenery. Probably a lot better than looking at my face for a few minutes. See some rain clouds up there in the sky. No more rain, please. I can hear my grass is growing. Definitely a lot of hills in Pittsburgh. Thank you, everyone, for going on this little journey with me. God bless you all. And as always, keep it real.